why you should be having coaching yesterday. It's someone external. It's someone who can look at your business with independence. Whilst we might know theoretically what to do, it's been able to apply things practically. It's extremely stressful, it's extremely limiting, because you get into this reactionary mindset of exactly how you run your business. And then when you have the frustration of things not going quite right during the day, you have to take that back to the home life and deal with that stress at home, and at the same time have a family relationship. So it was particularly stressful. I don't think the business ultimately would succeed. I think that it would just been working harder and harder until eventually we decided, no, let's just go back to formal employment. It seemed to be a little bit easier. We were very good at doing what we do technically, but it's about looking at sales, making sure that we swallow the frog and get on the telephone to people to make those sales. Because at the end of the day, it's setting realistic revenue targets, because you need that to grow the rest of your business. And if you're not selling, and if you're not using some of the things that we're learning through the coaching, you're not actually going to grow the business. Your business is generally going to stay what it is, or even worse, stagnate and die. It's like all coaches. An athlete will train to whatever level they think is best, and then the coach just takes you to that next level. It makes you accountable, and it's the same for a business coach. It's been able to set down your targets, and then know that at the other side of the table there's going to be somebody who's looking let down because you actually haven't met those targets. It's not about, don't get me wrong, it's not about feeling obliged to the coach. We know what needs to happen in our business, and the coach gets you to realize that's what you want. And that allows you then to say, okay, well, if I set that goal, getting them is in my best interest. Of course, it helps that he's looking grumpy that you haven't met your goals. And that's what you pay a coach to do. I don't expect a coach to be nice to me. I would say that it's about a 25% increase in our turnover so far. And the projections of what we're planning is to be more than that, much more than that. We could immediately identify that one way that we could increase our profitability was just looking at increasing those prices. We're quite a niche market, and the price is not as constrained as say, commodity market. And because we're niche, we were able to immediately get an increase in profitability there, which certainly helped the business in those early stages. Because we don't actually have to spend time trying to figure out what we're going to do, and we seem to have a much greater structure. So going home and not having to talk about the business, because we actually have a formal forum where we're going to be able to talk about the business. We have directors meetings every Monday. We have our team meetings, separate team meetings for different business functions. We have a technical function and we have a business support function, and we have separate meetings for those. So the structure that the coaching's provided allows us to put things in their place, make sure that we're talking about things when they're supposed to be talked about, and we don't have to spend our evenings and weekends talking about the business.